Welcome to April 2018 Conversation on Responsible Sourcing. My name is Wanda Lopusz. I am the chair of the board of the Global Sourcing Council. In the April issue of The Source, we will continue the discussion on how technology can leverage implementation of responsible sourcing. Companies more and more frequently embark on the journey of sustainability, either because their customer base demands it, or their investors ask for it, or they're guided by their internal values. And yes, we do in fact have companies that are guided by the principle of profit with purpose. However, independently of motivation, and even for those companies that fully embrace sustainability at every level, they learn that to implement the principles of responsible sourcing is everything but easy or inexpensive. 5 years ago, the Bangladesh tragedy of the collapse of Rana Plaza taught us that the tools and methods that were used to manage our vendors were inefficient and produced the results that eventually led to that tragedy. Those tools that were based on self-reporting audits or on checkbox questionnaires were inadequate for the needs or expectations of consumers, especially European consumers, who demanded more accountability from the global brands. So companies like Zara, H&M engaged in the coalition to bring more accountability into the global supply chains. The tools that have been utilized were becoming more and more costly as the demands for the precision of information was growing. So naturally, the managers are looking into the technologies that can offer efficiencies and effectiveness. One such technology is the blockchain. But first, look around us. The drones are delivering the packages to our doors. They monitor the vast areas of the rainforest where illegal deforestation takes place. My Alexa, which is only one voice command away, is ready to execute an order to get more coffee so I can enjoy it, reviewing the latest trends in the industry. When I look at this cup of coffee, I cannot help but to ask the question, how sustainable this sustainable coffee is, how fair trade it is. And these questions are on the minds of the supply chain managers as well. So let me take you on a journey. Imagine the world where we will know with a high level of precision what exactly is in this cup of coffee. We will know when the coffee was harvested and by whom. We will know about the methods that were used to grow the coffee. We will know if the soil was truly sustainable. We will know if the laborers were treated with respect. These are the promises of the blockchain technology in the supply chain. So, what is really the blockchain? Even though the blockchain is being used for cryptocurrency trading, blockchain is not a cryptocurrency. It has many different applications. Last year, IBM launched a project where the top food companies were invited to participate to foresee the application of the blockchain technology in securing the safety of our food supplies. Some companies have been experimenting with the blockchain for months. Unilever last year announced a year-long pilot study in Malawi to monitor and incentivize the farmers of the organic tea. In this broad ecosystem project, with the participation of banks and financial institutions, approximately 10,000 farmers can enroll into this open ledger, be monitored and incentivized for improving sustainable ways of growing the tea. This project is of primary importance to Unilever that embedded it in its business strategy that by year 2020 they will source 100% of raw organic materials for their agricultural products. This is a very bold goal. Eliminating slavery from the supply chains is another bold goal for the supply chain managers. Coca-Cola and Company has been experimenting with various applications of the blockchain for a number of months, over a year. 3 weeks ago, in collaboration with the United States Department of State and 2 other partners, they launched a project that aims at eliminating slavery from the Coca-Cola supply chain. How? By applying the blockchain to create the registry of all the contracts for the contractors involved in Coca-Cola supply chain. There are other companies that are experimenting with this particular technology. For some people, blockchain is transformational. For others, it's just a hype. We will watch, monitor, and learn from one another and take those learning lessons to our own supply chains. As more and more supply chain managers experiment with different technologies, there are more companies offering innovative solutions and platforms. Next month, we will review some of these new solutions and new platforms that enable responsible sourcing. As for now, grab your cup of coffee, look and reflect on what do you think is in your cup of coffee, and share your experiences with Global Sourcing Council.